Come and check out this cute top that I made using McCall's 8198. Hi YouTube, I'm Crystal of Crystalsewsandstuff.com. Welcome back to the channel where I share sewing pattern reviews, sewing tips and techniques, and other fun related content. So today I'm here to share with you my review of McCall's 8198. And this is a really fun top from McCall's. It's one of their latest spring patterns, and it's just such a really cute and fun style. And I created this top in collaboration with the lovely Renata of the Twilight Stitcher. And if you don't know Renata, she is a fabulous sewist, and she is the creator of the Little Red Dress Project. And so we decided to come together and sew a really cute top for spring using this pattern. And we decided to go with the McCall's pattern because in March Minerva is doing a fun challenge called Sewn with Minerva, so they can encourage sewers to sew up a pattern by McCall's during the month of March. And they do have some prizes, and they'll be giving away some McCall's sewing patterns, as well as a voucher for some random winners who participate in this challenge on Instagram. And so I'll leave a link to the details of this challenge in the description box. And they're also giving away a free sewing pattern, and that is McCall's 7969. It's a digital sewing pattern from McCall's that they're giving away during March. So I'll leave a link to that pattern in the description box so you can go ahead and check that out. All right, so now let's get into the review of McCall's 8198. And this is a really cute pattern with three major views. All three views have this really pretty collar, V-neck collar that I love. And then there are different sleeve and length variations of the pattern. So view A has a crop top with an elastic crop top and puff sleeves. And then view B has your normal short sleeves, as well as a drawstring, and the length is a little bit longer. And then view C has front ties with long sleeves and elastic cuffs. So you have a lot of options, and you can mix and match the different styles. And so I went on ahead and mixed two of the views. I sewed up view C, which has the ties in the front, but then I used the sleeves from view A because I like the puff sleeves and the cute arm cuffs for the sleeve. So that's what I sewed up. And so let me tell you more about the fabrics for the pattern. So the fabrics they suggest are cottons, cotton blends, crepes, and charmeuse. So a nice stable, kind of lightweight woven fabric will do for this pattern. And then the sizing for the pattern, it comes in sizes 6 to 24. The first pattern envelope is from size 6 to 14, and then the next one is sizes 16 to 24, and that's for bust sizes of 30.5 inches through 46 inches as far as body measurements. And so that's the pattern size range. There aren't a lot of notions with the pattern, so if you decide to sew up view A, you would need 1.5 inch elastic for the waistline, and if you decide to sew up the long sleeve version view C, you would need 3/8 inch elastic for the sleeve cuffs. So the pattern also doesn't take up a lot of fabric. So for 45-inch fabric, you need from 1.5 yards through to 2 yards for the larger sizes. And then if you have 60-inch wide fabric, you would need like 1.1/8 yard through 1 3/8 yards of fabric. So it doesn't take up a lot of fabric, so you won't need more than 2 yards of fabric for this pattern. So I really like that about it. And then another notion that you need for all of the views is interfacing. So I use like a mid-weight interfacing for the collar. And then if you decide to go ahead and use the puff sleeves for view A, you will need some interfacing for the sleeve band as well. So not a lot of notions for this fabric, and it only took up a little bit of interfacing. And I use a nice mid-weight interfacing for the collar and the arm and sleeve band. So the fabric that I use is a lovely art gallery print, and it's a cotton wall, and the name of the fabric is called Make and Pin, and it has these lovely little pins and needles on it for sewing. And I just thought this was so cute. I really love this little design on it. And so I decided to go ahead and sew it up with this fabric. And I've had this fabric in my stash for couple of years. I bought it from Carla from Stay Stitching, who had a YouTube channel here on YouTube, but she's no longer selling fabrics. But I have found, I did look it up, and this fabric is still available through other vendors, and I'll leave some links for you to go ahead and check out this really cute fabric called Maker and Pen from Art Gallery Fabric. So I really like it. It's sewed up really nicely. It's nice and lightweight and great for the warmer months. So the sewing of this pattern was very straightforward. There aren't a lot of pattern pieces. There were 6 pattern pieces in total for the view that I did. So the pattern pieces that I used was the front, and that's cut twice. The twist tie on the bottom is included in the front bodice piece, so it's not a separate piece for the tie. It just has a curve that comes down, and you just use the tie from just the front bodice piece. And then you have your back piece cut on a fold, and then you have your sleeves cut twice, and then you have your sleeve bands cut twice. The attaching the collar piece was very easy. It's kind of sandwiched in. So you have your collar band that is finished off with your front and back facing, and it's just folded down like that. So really easy application of the collar pieces. And then on the back there are 2 darts in the back waistline for the view C bodice. So there are back darts for view C only. The other ones are just gathered with elastic or a drawstring, but view C does have back darts. So I do like that little bit of shaping that you get in the back for this view C bodice with the twist ties. Sizing based on my measurement was dead on. I sewed up a size 14 for my 36-inch bust, and the only change that I made was to go ahead and add 3 inches to the front and back bodice so that it wouldn't come up so high. I wanted mine closer to waist level, and so that's what I did. I went on ahead and added 3 inches before you get to the curve for the front twist tie. So I have a couple of pictures to show how I did that right here. So that's how I added the 3 inches to the front and back bodice, and I did it before you got to the curve for the front waist tie. That way I wouldn't have to mess around with the curve. And the bottom is hemmed off with a narrow hem, and they explain how you go ahead and do your narrow hem on the bottom for the twist tie, and it was really straightforward. So I would suggest, if you decide to do this pattern, make sure you choose a fabric that is kind of the same on the right and wrong side, because it will show because the bottom will show, the opposite side will show on your twist tie. So I do think you should use something like a solid or something that has a print that's the same on both sides, and so when you twist it and the wrong side shows, it'll still look nice. So that's just one little suggestion I have if you decide to go ahead and do the twist tie version of this pattern. So I really enjoyed sewing up this pattern. I really like the sleeves. I wish they were a little bit more puffy, but I used a cotton voile. So if I use a heavier, denser cotton fabric like a lawn or even a poplin or even something like an Ankara print, the puffs would puff up a little bit more, because this fabric is it's pretty lightweight, but it still looks cute the way it is. And so I'm happy with how they turned out with these sleeves. So I really did enjoy this pattern, and I would definitely sew it again. So now let me share with you some fun pics and twirls of me wearing this really cute top. I paired it with a McCall's, an older McCall's pattern that I sewed in 2018. It's McCall's 7392. So anyway, let me show you some pics and twirls of me wearing this cute McCall's top and a cute skirt to go with it. So check it out. So that is my review of McCall's 8198. I really do recommend this pattern. I would definitely sew it again. And this is great for your your advanced beginners and up. And so because it's just a really straightforward pattern, and it calls for nice sturdy fabrics like your cottons, your lawns and crepes, things that are easy to work with and beginner friendly. And so I really do think you should check it out. And if you have checked it out, let me know in the comment section. Let me know what you thought about this pattern. And also go ahead and head over to Renata's channel at the Twilight Stitcher so you can see her version of this really fun top. All right, thank you so much for watching. Please go ahead and hit that like button on your way out. It really helps the channel. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification so you won't miss any future videos. And until next time, take care. Bye.